Hi everyone, I'm Noelle and this is my 32-week pregnancy update. This week baby is the size of some kind of a large squash. Her due date is still September 15th, though we do have a scheduled C-section for September 9th. If you don't know why, that video will be linked below. Doctor's appointments, I had 2 appointments today for 32 weeks. My first appointment was actually our growth ultrasound, which went really well. It was kind of funny. We had the tech who did our anatomy scan at 20 weeks, and so she was really sweet, and baby is in the 55th percentile, and she is estimated to be about 4 pounds 5 ounces, which is awesome. And it was funny because usually they'll always ask if we know the gender, just in case, you know, something pops up on the screen. And every time I've always said, well, they've told us it's a girl. And nobody has ever responded to that. Nobody has ever like checked and told us anything. And we've had like multiple ultrasounds now. So it was funny because this girl actually checked and told us that, you know, can you see that? She's definitely still a girl. And so that was really cute and kind of reassuring for me, because every time I go in, I'm just like, I mean, I don't know, sometimes ultrasounds are wrong and I don't really want to be surprised at birth. I mean, we'd love it if it was a boy, you know. But anyways, it was nice to have somebody actually double check and tell us, yes, she still looks like a girl. She was kicking away, not giving us very good pictures at all. Her little mouth was open. You could see her little tongue. It was really cute. But that was about all for the ultrasound. Then we went to our OB and we met with one of the 3 doctors. And I was feeling a little bit anxious going into this appointment because this has been a really weird week for symptoms. So I mentioned all these symptoms and the doctor said, you know, yeah, I assume they're probably normal. He's like, yeah, you're probably fine, but let's just go ahead and check you just to make sure. So they did check me, cervix had closed. He did say it was a little bit low, but that wasn't necessarily anything to be concerned about. And otherwise, everything is still looking pretty good. So we will go back for an appointment with the doctor in 2 weeks and a growth scan in 4 weeks at 36 weeks. That'll be our last ultrasound. And yeah, that's it for doctor's appointments. Symptoms, let's get on into what happened this last week. So first off, I am still taking Ultrasound and B6 for technically morning sickness, although I don't really have morning sickness. I did not take it one day last week. And let's say my experience was less than stellar. While I didn't throw up the next morning, I felt just sick. I just felt very nauseous. I was only able to eat little bits of food at a time, and then I had to sit down, and it took me like 3 or 4 hours before I could even like get up and do anything. So I'm still taking that. I think with the hypoglycemia, I'm just so starving in the morning that something about probably more the B6 than the Ultrasound, but the Ultrasound keeps me from getting sick with the B6. I don't know. It just keeps my stomach calmer at night and then in the morning. I don't know. So I'm going to keep taking that for a while. I'm still having acid reflux. I'm still very tired. I am still not sleeping well. All of that stuff. You know, it's just, I feel huge. I feel done. I think pretty much everybody gets to this point later in pregnancy. It's been very hot here. I've been saying that for a while. Some days are hotter than others. The last 2 days have been really hot. And so I've started swelling. I have not experienced swelling really at all this pregnancy, so this is brand new. Looking at my feet going, wow, my feet look really tiny. I have big feet. They look tiny because they're so pudgy. Also, my rings don't fit anymore. So I need to dig out my larger sized ring and see if it will fit or not. But yeah, I'm swelling. The other weird thing that happened this week, a couple days last week, I had some pretty intense Braxton Hicks for about a day and a half to 2 day period of time. And when I would have those pretty intense contractions, they didn't hurt, like I didn't think I was in labor or anything. They were just intense. I usually don't feel them that intensely, but when I was having those, my heart rate would increase and I would just kind of feel off. And yeah, I just did not feel good that day. I just felt really weird and just off. But since then, I haven't experienced that. I've been back to the normal Braxton Hicks that are just kind of just feel them, and it's like, oh, okay, there's contraction, you know, moving on. So I did mention that to the doctor. He was like, that's kind of, it's not really normal, but you know, it could be anxiety. It could be, you know, it's making you more anxious. That could be, I do have a history of anxiety, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was the cause. So he just kind of said keep a watch on it, especially keeping a watch on how many contractions you're having in an hour. If you're having more than 4 in an hour, definitely need to rest and call and go from there. Yeah, I also mentioned my weight gain, which is really excessive this week. We'll talk about that in a second. My emotions, just very tired, very stressed, I did have some anxious moments this week, and it's just been really blah. Yeah. Weight gain, I am up 4.5 pounds this week, which is really not normal for me at all. I have never gained more than 3 pounds in a week, and it was definitely slowing down to like 1.5, and then all of a sudden this huge jump. And so I was wondering if some of that might have been water retention from the swelling the last couple of days. Please let me know in the comments below if when you started retaining water, if your weight started jumping, is that normal? I don't know. The doctor didn't really say. He was like, well, it could be, but you know, make sure you're not eating too much salt. Just watching that closely. So I do eat a lot of salt. I do eat a lot of sugar. You know, I definitely need to watch that, but I've never had that much of a jump even when I was eating pretty crummy. So thought that was kind of strange. That puts me up 36 pounds so far in this pregnancy. Now, of course, we're going to talk about my cravings. I have really wanted donuts. I have not given in yet, but I've been craving them. I was craving pizza, gave into that. Ice cream, gave into that. I don't want to cook anymore. I have no desire to cook, no desire to do anything. I just want to sit there and like have food magically appear. It's to the point where with the hypoglycemia, eating constantly is so annoying that I'm so sick of food. I just want food in my belly. I don't want to actually eat food or think about food, or, you know, my husband asks me what I want. I don't know what I want. I don't care. Just food. Just bring me food. Get it in me. Yeah, I'm done. And I think that's one of the things, is that I'm just so feeling like I'm really done with pregnancy, and part of it is that I'm so sick of eating constantly, and I'm sick of feeling sick, and I'm sick of just all of these extra symptoms that are coming with this pregnancy. It's just not fun, and it's just, you know, I try not to complain too much, but I'm really just kind of over it, and I'm just ready for her to be here. So yeah. Essential oils I've used this week: stress away, lots of stress away. I also used some lavender, I used some tea tree, and also a little bit of thieves. I woke up one morning, I think I just had allergies, but it was just kind of like, I better do something to boost my immune system just in case there's something going around. I had been around my parents who had a little bug, and so just in case, wanted to boost up my immune system. Preparations for baby. I did get my hospital bags completely done. Well, pretty much completely done, other than the things that we grabbed last minute. And I got those videos up this week, so if you haven't seen those, links are below. I did my hospital bag and then also the hospital diaper bag. Explained everything. Yes, it was quite an accomplishment to get those videos done. I also joined our local regional chapter of Baby Wearing International this week, so that is very exciting. I'm now a member, so I can go to the meetings, and they have monthly meetings in different cities around me. and I could borrow a carrier from their carrier libraries for free for a month until the next meeting. So I'm super excited to be able to just try out different carriers, and I'm gonna go next month to one and learn how to use my ring sling and my wraps and everything so that I know how to use them when she comes, and I'm super excited about that. Otherwise, it has been baby shower mania around here. My baby shower is this Saturday, so I have stuff everywhere. I am working on games, I'm working on food, I'm working on decor. I'm just totally going nuts trying to get this ready. My friend who's helping me is also trying to do her part, and my mom's helping, and we're all busy to get this done. But I'm super excited about it, and I can't wait, and I will definitely be doing a video. I will be filming some footage of all of the stuff and showing that to you next week. Baby buys, I did not buy anything, but I babysat for the last time, which was kind of bittersweet for the family that I have been babysitting for a while. And they gave me a whole bag of more baby stuff that they have been cleaning out. They gave me the Boone drying rack and twig and flour and everything for bottles, which is super sweet because this was on my registry, but nobody had gotten it yet. So I'm so excited to have this. They also gave me this adorable little cardigan that the grandmother had sewn or knitted for the little girl. So that was super sweet. It's a little infant toddler cardigan. And then they gave me this. They had been given this as a gift but had never even opened it. It's a Hallmark recordable handprint keepsake kit. And what you do is it has some paint in here that you paint the child's hand and put the handprint on here, and then you can also record their voice. That's just so cute. So that's awesome. We've got a sleep sheep. Can always use that. A couple Baby Genius toddler tunes and children's song CDs. I always need more of those. And some more disposable nursing pads. Can always use those. So that was really sweet of them. They have given me so much stuff for baby. I really, really appreciate their generosity. And other than that, let's look at the belly. So here's my 32-week belly. It must be growing. But there it is. So far I do not have any stretch marks on my belly. I do have some on my butt and on my boobs. So, you know, oh well, it's part of the deal. But I find it kind of interesting that I don't have any on my belly yet. But the other places have definitely grown, and oh well, such it is. So that is it for 32 weeks. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. No offense if you use this. I'm also putting